Greetings, fellow humans. It's Suburban Herb here. Welcome back. Today, as you can see with this box in front of me, is everybody's favorite day. It is Saturday. And we're also going to unbox this thing. So let's take a look and see what we got. You excited, Blitz? Not so much, but I am. Because I know what's inside. Let's make sure we're capturing this. Alright. Ooh, baby. Let's flip her around. Here we go. Okay. Look at that. Shiny. Meanwhile driver and a Mars Hydro brochure. Use your manual. So what we're looking at here is the Mars Hydro SP3000. It is the see, it's taken the place of the SP250, which I currently own and just did my first full grow with, and they performed wonderfully well. This light has slightly more power at 3. Maybe I should just take that out. I was trying to salvage those stickers that are wrapped in there, but better I take out the light first. I'll figure it out, don't worry. Alright. Let's take those stickers out. Ooh, my first Mars Hydro stickers. Look at that. They've been hard at work on a big piece of wood. Alright. Let's get rid of that and take a look. Oops. So, this is apparently the heir apparent to the SP250, which is aptly named supposedly around 250 watts, but it was actually 230 and possibly in some places even less. More on that later. However, this is the SP3000. They no longer make the SP250. So this is your option in this SP line for a 2x4 space. It's 300 watts, the same as my other lights, all my other lights that I use for 2x4, including Mars Hydro TSL 2000 and now the Vibraspector P2500, all around the 300 watt power level, and yeah, and they're used in a 2x4 space, or at least I do, or that's what they're rated for. So there, it looks very much like the SP250, which I have right over there, and we're going to compare them. But there are some things here that are different. The components, for one, well, to some degree, I guess. The SP250, I'll compare them later when I bring it up. Let's just look at this just for a minute. If there's anything else I can tell you. They now all come with this little box, all the Mars Hydro TS line and the SP line. They all come with this dimming box here, which also allows for daisy chaining, which is kind of cool. You know, for a home grow, it's a nice little feature, but you know, nice to have. Why not? So that's nice to have because the previous drivers, which were also Meanwell, but they had dimmers, but they're actually mounted underneath. So that's about, well, let's take a look at the underside, because there are some good things going on this side that is different from the SP250. Now, I really didn't do that much research, but just quickly glanced at it. There's 960 diodes on here. I forget how many were on the SP250, but I believe that's considerable amount more. And there's UV, IR. They're using Osram for their deep red diodes, and Samsung for their others. What else we got there? It's waterproof, just like the SP250. And other than that, that's it. Now, I'm going to go over there and get the SP250, but while I do that, I don't have the means to power test or do any of those testing type shenanigans. So I rely on that information from other people, and who I've been doing that with lately is Dr. MJ Coco, who is now working with Shane from MyGrow. Couple straight up dudes as far as I'm concerned, so I trust what they're doing in their testing. And that said, if you are happening to be interested in the Mars Hydro SP3000, I highly recommend you go check out Dr. MJ Coco's review on it, because he was seemingly quite blown away. I don't know if what he's looked at since then, but at the time, I believe he said it was one of the best. What was it now? Was it efficient? The way they measure them, like their ultimate measurement is, I don't know, cost per joule. I forget what it was now. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have went there, but go check out his video. The one thing I do remember is he said it was one of the best most even spreads of like ppf or micromoles or across the entire canopy. Woo, words today. So if you know what I'm trying to say, so basically if you're sitting at 1,000 ppfd here in the center of your canopy, out here on the edges you're like 750 or 800 or 850 or something, like a minimal difference or dropping off as you're going out to the side, which is pretty impressive and definitely makes it stand out from other lights. But that's in his video. I'm just sort of trying to quote him. If you're so whether that was accurate or not, I don't know. But go check out his video, because he does and as I said, I really trust those guys to give you the straight up juice. All right, now we're looking at this. Both mean well drivers, the SP250 and the SP3000. The SP3000 might be an inch longer, so I guess I kind of assumed they were the same, but it looks like it is an inch longer. Different driver, mean well driver. It's gonna have to be, right? It's a bigger one, 300 watts versus 230 or something like that. Yeah, so otherwise, you know, they're both hefty lights. They're very, very solid. This heatsink is incredible. Beautiful lights, like they really are solid, really nice lights. I just did my first grow with the SP250s. I was slightly worried because they're less powered than the lights I was using for my previous grow, which are both 300 watters, the TSL 2000s. This one's 230 or perhaps less, and I was using two of those, so I was slightly concerned using less light power, but they performed no problem. And this guy, I mean, there's no question that this will perform in a 2x4. Wow, like this is the creme of the creme in a 2x4, I would say. I mean, you know, you could almost say it was more than enough, but if you want to, you know, make top quality plants, you definitely don't need more than this in a 2x4. It's a beautiful light. And that said, I don't exactly have a place to grow with it right now just yet, unfortunately. With two of them, I could throw them both in a tent together and get some work done, but with just the one, we'll have to figure something out. But for now, I'm gonna just keep it here on my island and stare at it, because it is beautiful. I think that's all we need to see. I guess it wasn't an unboxing, so officially we have to go through the box. We've got ratchet hangers, as we do, and they've also given us, what are they called? RJ45s? Anyway, your daisy chaining cable. Now, I just need another light to daisy chain it too. But most importantly, we got stickers, baby. A little crinkled, but we'll work with it. I think that's all we need to know. An unboxing like none other. The SP3000 from Mars Hydro. It's a pretty damn good light. Check it out. GoPro, stop recording.